remember that children are the core purpose and they are the star clients. They are the ones that define us and how we teach and how we move them on. You'll often find people of all ages talking about their favourite teacher, but what makes someone stand out as their favourite teacher? Their favourite teacher tends to be somebody who's understood them, who's supported them, who's encouraged them, who's allowed them to aspire and also allowed them to be themselves. And that is essential. Every person has their favourite teacher who's been fundamental in their progress. When you teach, try and get to know every child. As I've said before, every child is gifted and talented. In education now, we have a term called gifted and talented, but for that parent, every child of theirs will be gifted and talented. It might not necessarily mean that that child is academically able. It might mean that they're a good listener. It might mean that they actually are able to construct things really well. It might mean that they actually talk and they are able to solve conflicts. It might mean that they are proficient in whatever they do and they can actually ensure that things are run efficiently. It's really important that we understand children and we understand that they are our star clients. It's their feedback that is fundamental to how we progress as learners and teachers. We are educators, but we only become educators when children are our main purpose and they give us the feedback that they are understanding what they're learning, that they've learned something, but most of all that they love their learning and they love their relationship with you. You for them is the key role model. They will have role models as parents, they will have role models within their families, but for that year, if you're a primary teacher, they will spend most of their time with you. So when they come in, they are listening, learning and picking up the best habits of excellence. If you're a secondary teacher, you'll still be a role model, but you will be an expert within your subject. But children and young people tend to know who will support them and who will ensure that they are the most successful. They're the most discerning audience ever, perhaps even better than Ofsted inspectors. So when you do get to meet them, get to know them by name. Remember little things about them. Make sure that you celebrate a piece of work with each child throughout the week. Ensure that every child knows the feedback that you are giving is helping them to improve. Talk to them and say that you're their best champion and mean it. Children can sniff out if somebody is not authentic. Also, tell them it as it is. Children aren't scared of the truth. What they want to make sure is, here's the truth, this is what you're going to do about it. Like us, they're learners, except they don't have anyone else within the classroom to make a judgment. It's you who is making sure you make that judgment call. So be supportive, make sure that every child is fundamental to you and make sure that they succeed. At the end of the day, if you haven't done so already, make a point of finding their parent or phoning their parent or phoning their carer, whoever they may be, and telling them whether or not they've had a good day. Too often, sometimes we're phoning parents or contacting parents or talking to them in the playground about the difficult day they had. We're all human, and as a parent myself, one of the things I would have dreaded is having a text message to say contact the teachers. And when I did, if it was a difficult day that my children had, it didn't really improve my day. Having a good piece of news actually changed the dynamics and it ensured that I was willing to work with the school. So create that relationship with the child and their family. They are crucial in order for you to succeed with them. The other thing you do is get to know the child's name if you're a short-term teacher, because when you have learnt their name, a delightful beam comes across their face and it means that they feel that you have engaged with them. It's a small trick, but it's a valuable trick because as a result of doing that, they've engaged with you. Their feedback is so crucial. At the end of the day, ask them what they've learnt. Tell them, let them challenge you. And also, if you've made a mistake in class, share it with them. Tell them. They know if you've made a mistake in the class and you can say, yep, I'm really sorry, I wasn't listening properly, but this is what happened. Don't try to gloss over it. As I said, children really do smell out or sniff out if you're not authentic. If you stay true and you are fair and you continue to be strict but fair and you act with integrity, children can be the best audience in the world.